trying to get into the truth. And as soon as he found out you can't line up the beard, he was just like, he actually said, no, I'm too vain for that.
He stumbled.
He stumbled straight away.
Yeah.
That's a stumble. That's head first.
Like,
That's just the beard.
That's because he don't understand what the depth of these scriptures, man.
Yeah,
You don't understand that. He automatically, because he can't line up here, he rules out the scriptures together. Oh, I ain't gonna be destroyed if I do that. You don't understand the gravity of the situation, man. And you gotta throw away everything because you can't line your beard up, man. What the hell is that about?
Man chose a missile over it.
Yeah, like, how dumb is that?
He chose the flesh.
You know? But just to show I'm talking shit, I'm gonna bring just a precept about the creature, right? And this is in 2nd Ezra chapter 8. Now you read this chapter, man. You know who Ezra is talking about. It's talking about the nation of Israel, because he's pleading for Israel, right? So I'm gonna read this quickly. So I'm read from verse 45, 8 verse 45. Be not wroth with us, but spare thy people, Israel, and have mercy upon thine own inheritance, which is the Israelites, right? For thou art merciful unto thy creature. Okay, so when it's being referenced, you know, the creature in what's the scripture?
Isaiah, was it Isaiah?
Romans. When we speak about the creature in Romans, it's speaking about the same creature.
Yep.
That one in specifically.
Yep.
You know, because we know this scripture is for the Israelites.
Yep.
You know?
So,
There's plenty of those examples, man. I just thought I'd bring it one so you know I ain't chatting shit, Malone. You know?
Got a precept? I can read. This is Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
Yeah, vocab. You know, hey, when the scripture says it, he have not dealt so with any nation. Now the Lord is not a man that he should lie, and he changes not. You know? Therefore, you sons of Jacob, you vocab. You know? That's right. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's cool, but that's true. Hey, if the Lord did change, what did it, so
yeah.
Hosea, but Bakashah.
Yeah, no,
bro. Hey, because Apostle Gabar made a statement in the video, and he was saying, like, in the Old Testament, for example, Israelites were the only one, first and foremost, that were given the law. So, that, like, you know, you would give the offering of like a dove or some of the other, a lamb, as an atonement for sins. When the law came on the scene, he came as the ultimate atonement, but for who? The people that were originally given the law. So technically speaking, only Israelites were given the law of the Heavenly Father to then possibly break it, to then have an atonement for it. That's why we're being adopted back as sons.
See, now we're going to have to go at you done said it. All right, Hosea 1, Bakashah, Romans 9.
This is Hosea, chapter 1, verse 9. Then said Yahweh Shemel Shai, call his name Lo Ami, for you are not my people.
Right, so Lord's like, look, man, fuck you guys, man. Look, you know, y'all, look, I've given you time after time after time after time. Look, man, call on Lo Ami, you ain't my people, man. Right, so Lord essentially is like, look, man, I ain't dealing with you no more. Carry on.
For you are not my people, and I will not be your power, your God.
Right? Okay, cool. If we get Romans 9 now, right?
Romans chapter 9 and verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Right, so when Paul speaking, he says, my brethren, he says his brethren are Israelites, right? And what did Paul say? Paul said, like, he's of the tribe of Benjamin, right? Carry on.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
Whom pertaineth the adoption, right? Because through Yahweh Shai, we was adopted back to the Most High, right? Because what we read in Hosea 1 and 9, right? We'll get that as well. What we read in Hosea 1 and 9 was the Lord was saying, look, I ain't dealing with you anymore, man. Right? But the Lord always had a way, like you quoted, brother, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord, ultimately, he knew that he was going, like, look, I ain't dealing with you. But he always had Yahweh Shai, because when you read it, was in the beginning was the word. Yahweh Shai was there from the, what would you call it, from the foundation of the earth. Right? Grab this.
Ephesians 1 and 5. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Right, so Hosea, so it's a story. Hosea 1 and 9, the Lord says, look, I ain't dealing with you anymore. Right, but the Lord always had a way to get his children back, right, to fulfill his promise, because he's not a man that he should lie, right? Therefore his son, and he's not a man, he doesn't change, therefore the children of Israel are not consumed. Right, and that person is Yahweh Shai, and we were adopted back to the Most High through Yahweh Shai.
Hey, and it was the Lord's grandmaster's plan from the very beginning.
Exactly.
Because Yahweh Shai, you know, he's prophesied of in the book of Genesis in chapter 49, man.
Yep.
His eyes shall be red with wine, his teeth white with milk. So this was the divine plan from the very beginning.
Romans 11:1. I say then, have Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. You know? So the Lord ain't never done away with us, man. You know, that's why Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice. He's that bridge, that intercessor. You know? And that through him pertaineth the adoption of us back to the Heavenly Father.
And the Lord even plays with it, man. That's why he said, like we mentioned in Jeremiah, he set impossible tasks for the heathens. Tasks that they cannot complete. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Hey, that's why that's why the scripture says no man that can come to the Father but by me. If you don't walk that bridge, if you don't worship Yahweh Shai and you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, you can't get to Yahweh. You know? But the elect are. You know?
And you gotta know his name. You gotta have the secret password to get into the door, man.
That's right.
And these guys are trying to find some other way.
You know?
Because the straight narrow gate is closed to them. They have to find another way around. That's why wide is the gate.
Trying to jump the fence.
You know? Niggas.
Oh shit, they ain't got the invite.
So give me a boost, up. You know?
No, I'm gonna do it my way. No, nigga, you can't do that. You can't do it your way. You gotta do it the Lord's way.
That's right.
You know, and this is why all of us here on a particular walk, man. It's not an easy walk we're on, but we're on that walk. We're on that journey. You can't just believe in the Lord how you want to believe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to church on Saturday and eat pork on a Sunday. Go out raving the Friday night before church and you know, fuck my brother's missus and all that kind of shit. You can't do that, man. And just say, yeah, but I believe in. Nah, bro. That's not down, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be destroyed. You know, that's the end for you fools.
Hey, well, the scripture says, use not your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, man.
That's right.
I'm under grace, so I can do what I want. You know?
And we acknowledge we ain't perfect, and you know, we go off in the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Come get you some of this word.
But you know, we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to do those things. We actually give thought to those things that we do. Okay, and we sit there and feel shitty about it and we repent. You know?
That's what them guys do. They go,
you guys don't feel nothing, man.
Get you some of this word right here. You know what I'm saying? So they can get some dirty panties, like. You know what I mean? Like, no, I always remember Apostle Star saying, GOCC, the guy had the ladies, he's like, on a live screen. And then he had that nigga, like, committed adultery, man. He had them geezers, women's and that. The guy asked him about adultery, he fucking ran up the road, man.
And that's just a lack of faith, man. The scripture says, forgot what it says. Adultery, lacketh understanding. That's right. You lack understanding, man. Right? You lack understanding. You lack faith. Right? Because if you had understanding and faith, you know when it's your due time, the Lord gonna send you something, man. Right? You don't have to take what's not yours.
And you have to be really wicked to commit adultery, you know, with a brother's woman or anyone's woman, because there's things you gotta do to lead into that point of, you know what I mean?
You gotta plot.
You gotta plot.
You gotta be scheming.
You know? You gotta have conversations.
Yeah. You gotta spend time. You know?
Sparks gotta be there.
Yeah.
Oh, so right man and man.
Yeah.
Sitting out with another man's wife.
And the wine as well.
Hey, because what did you have? You had Joseph, right? You had a Pharaoh's wife who was trying to get her on with Joseph, right? And Joseph was like, look, man, I ain't trying to catch this heat. Then one day Pharaoh's wife basically led him in the thing of, look, man, look, you gonna fuck me, otherwise X, Y, Z, right? And Joseph was in his robe. She took off his robe and he ran out of there naked. He says, I shall not do this and sin against the Lord. Right. So she was a heathen woman. She was a heathen woman and married to a heathen man. So you can't be committing adultery if she's a heathen, man. Right. Because you get that's a doctrine for some guys, man. Oh, but you know, she's a heathen or her man's a heathen. That doesn't
Add to the scriptures.
Yeah, because that's like the laws of life, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Like, you know, there's laws that pertain to Jake. And there's laws that pertain to the planet, man. You know what I'm saying?
It comes boils down to, man, do unto others as you would do so yourself. You know? And you ain't gonna want that shit committed against you, man. You know, there's things that happen in righteousness that you will go do, okay, but you can't do something unrighteous and expect righteousness back. You know what I mean? Expect unrighteousness to come happen to you, man. You know, so we're meant to live in harmony on the earth, man. We're only meant to go and bring judgment when judgment is due. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this,
no, so I was gonna say a fucking Just Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Right, so you going out there committing adultery, man, you are homosexual, man.
Yeah.
That woman's got that man's spirit all up in her, man.
Yep.
That's what the scripture just said. They're one flesh, man.
It's a spiritual thing.
It's a spiritual thing,
Laying
man.
down with a woman, putting your seed in her, that's your DNA, man. That's your genetic code going in that woman. That's why these women are all bugged out. 'Cause
Yep.
They got all kind of different men's DNA, imprint, on them, man.
Yep.
Yeah, now just mutated into demons.
Yeah. That's right.
You know, all these men just mutated into demons now, man. They're confused.
You just don't do it right. But how do you know?
Yes.
You know?
Comparisons, blood comparisons, and
It's
that.
disgusting.
man.
Remember,
That's
what's that film, man, with the vampires and the wolves in there? When you imprint on the
Twilight.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's a spiritual thing, man.
yeah.
That's your woman. You've imprinted on her, so she can't be with no one else. At least you pass away, showing you that it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah, that imprint's like the betrothal.
Right.
Right. And so what would you have? You might have a chick. She's not. Guys might not be interested in her. Then all of a sudden, another guy starts dealing with her, and all of a sudden, all of these men are interested in her. That's some faggot shit, man. But why is that? Because that man is gonna start dressing her a certain way. She's gonna start carrying herself a certain way. Why? Because she's taking on the characteristics of that man. So now you looking at her with lust. You're basically looking at that man with lust, man. Some faggot shit, man.
Yeah, because she'll be under his vibration.
Exactly.
But that's what all the music's about today, man.
Yep.
Extra bird, don't tell him. Then they make it sound cool, creep. Then you get people that say that to you, man. Yo, bro, they'll say that to you, man. Then at work, I said, this one guy said, this chick, she brought me out of a man. So what? He said. I said, well, it's not good to do with ladies with men. That cut him. This nigga's meant to be an old man. He's meant to be schooling, telling you what to do. He shut his fucking mouth, man.
Yeah, that's why it causes an adulterous generation, man. You know what I mean? Because really all of us committed adultery, you know what I mean? Because there's no pure woman out here. There's no virgins out here, really. If you ever had one, you probably ain't with one now. That's just the truth, man. You probably ain't with us still. So
it's like it's knowing it and willingly doing it, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. But this virgin's out here, or ex-virgin's out with somebody else, and so that cycle continues, man. And you can't really escape that. Hey, then I got news, brother.
By another geezer.
What's that?
Even if she was a virgin, she's getting sweared on by another geezer.
Yeah,
Out there in the world.
it's an adulterous generation, man, and only those that can come to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can really be delivered from all that, man. Because you know what I mean, like, always all guilty. That's it. No flesh saved.
Hey, bro, the Irish boy, the traveller boy, they asked him about his wife. He said, who wants a man that, because my wife, she's never been with another man. Because they asked him why traveller men, they can have more than one woman. Because they go by, they're Jakes. And he goes, because men are men. Who wants a woman that's been with many men? No, we can't have that, he said.
Yeah. That's right.
But they'll frown upon them for that.
Yeah, but that's the society rule, but they're going...
Yeah, so that's what I mean. They'll frown upon it. So
Yeah, but they're going by the Bible's on that. The Bible, the Lord said you can have women and men are totally different creatures, and ways of thinking, man.
I thought Brother Jacob had more than one woman. That was an okay thing. The Lord never frowned upon that. So what gives you the right to frown upon it?
Yep.
Them both these women were virgins, okay, and they, it was at the handmaids. They're also virgins, so it's like there's nothing wrong with that. But this world frowns upon that. Esau make it some faggot society, man.
They can't. So
no, I was gonna say in this one they'll be like, but I like it when she's got experience. Nigga, what?
Yeah, she been loose around the
they
sides.
can't believe. These women can't believe how much power they have.
Yeah.
I like it when she's got experience. I like it when she's got a nasty attitude.
No.
Like,
You're meant to teach her things.
Exactly.
You're meant to teach her things, man. You're meant to groom her.
Niggas love that
Not
shit,
like R. Kelly, but you're meant to groom her, man. Okay? You're meant to raise her up to be a real woman.
Yep.
Yeah, make her.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Bro,
right.
imagine you had your own lady. She's no man's touch her. It's a perfect world. This is you and her,
Yep.
She can just be the freak for you in the sheets. She don't have to be a freak for every other cat. But when she's outside, you never know she's a freak.
In the sheets.
Yeah, you never know because she's dressed up, she's modest apparel, but then she's humble. But when she comes to you now and your privacy, then you get it on.
Yeah. Hey, because when a chick is saying this is my favorite position, who taught you that position? Now you're dealing
you
with
gotta
a certain
you gotta
way.
be with women in this society. They're telling you about their exes. Yeah, because you know my ex-boyfriend, he treated me like shit, and
And now you
gotta sit there
feel
listening
under
to that.
pressure to cater to her, to perform for her.
You
all
gotta
the time,
sit there
man.
listening to
Fuck
that.
with man.
My ex-boyfriend, he, you know, yeah, he drove a Mercedes, and you know, yeah, I sucked him off in the front while he was 60 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? And you got, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the. No, I'm not. But it's true.
These things happen.
It's true. And he laid up. I just popped this bitch. She's talking about.
You want some precepts?
Hey, I'm sorry.
No, that's cool, bro.
But it's true, man. She sucked him off on the motorway.
Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
And that's what's happening in this world, right? Because like we're saying, all of these things that we're having a laugh with it. All of these things we're talking about are fucking wicked, man. Right? But we get frowned upon for saying that. We get frowned upon for saying that now women's sexual liberation, women's liberation, full stop, was wickedness, man. Where I was all pushed to further Esau's degenerate agenda, right? But we say that out loud, people look at it. These people, these niggas are evil, right? But these times your woman's had 3 abortions.
That's it. Amos.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Amos 5:10, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. You know, and that's why they hate us, man.
Yep.
You know, especially our people. Our people are some of the worst enemies of the elect, man.
Yeah.
You know, there was certain niggas that bound themselves under a curse to go and get pulled. They said we ain't gonna eat or drink, lest we kill him, man. You know, because when we come out and we speak the truth, we're shining that light. And these niggas love darkness rather than light.
Right, that's what Volkan must have done, man.
Darkness rather than light.
He unrelentless trying to hunt down Hebrew Israelites, man.
Yeah.
He's made his whole life mission about Hebrew Israelites now.
Yeah.
Why is that? There's plenty of other things going on in the earth,
Yeah.
much far worse than us.
Yeah, the Roman Catholic Church for one.
Yeah,
You know?
when you go hunt them down.
Absolution. You know?
But he's made his whole life's ambition now is to come against us. But that you know what, that's gonna end up kicking against the pricks, man. You're gonna end up destroyed at the end of it, man. You know?
That's right.
Precept.
This is what it's all about.
Sucking.
It's true, because you know what? Hey, you're in this kingdom and you know where teaching the word, everyone comes against you and that, you know, people curse you out for teaching the right thing. It's true, it's like that, man. And you know, shit gets to your own head. You might even, brothers might be thinking, I ain't got a woman or whatever. You know, the Lord might give you something, and it's like you gotta put it in context. Is this what it's all about? I'm getting demons because of this, and it's a piece of shit next to me. That's sucked and fucked, and her womb is fucking polluted.
I've got something real quick. This is Proverbs 30 and 20.
Is this what it's about, bro? This is a disgusting fucking society, man.
Yep.
Proverbs 30.
I'm sorry, brother. Go on, brother. Go on.
Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth, wipeth her mouth, and saith, I've done no wickedness.
Yeah, a woman ain't accountable for shit. She don't feel accountable for nothing, man. She got no form or sense of responsibility whatsoever. She's happy to do as thou wilt. She's fully under that satanic vibration, man. Fully. You know?
Precept.
Sex in the City.
Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
You know, that is speaking about us. Because we're the Most High's woman. Or, you know, Hawashai's woman. But, you know, we polluted ourselves by fucking with these idols, man.
Yep.
Fucking with these other nations. Okay, we've been greatly polluted. And this is why Yahweh had to come and cleanse us all, man. To purify us all. Okay? Yep, go on.
That's what it's all about.
Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
That's right. Right. And the woman became beginning of sin, and through her we all died. Right. You read that in the what do you call it? Throughout the scriptures, man. That was Eve, you know, following, or you know, in that way. And you're seeing that to this day. These women trying to usurp, you know, trying to do what they want to do. Right. But really, what they're doing, they're trying to do the will of Esau.
No, they are doing the will of Esau.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They're following after the image of the beast, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, they've been beguiled, and now the beguilement is everything that is happening in society. This is against the Jake, man.
Yep.
You're nothing! I'm calling the police! and that straight away, bam, call the police, bam, you're done. You can't, basically, you got no fucking say so at it, man. So really, it is better that you know, it's better that you ain't, you know, when you ain't even got a woman, you get them demons because you want pussy, but you know, it's better that you don't even have that in your life. But then guess what? You need it as a man. But some brothers are just more like in the spirit. They don't have to do it. They don't have to need for that. And then some brothers have to grow out of that.
I've got one.
Like me, I have to grow out of that. I wanted the bird, the Lord bring it, but you just think the Lord gets it, gives it to you, and you think, is this what it's about, bro? This is shit.
I've got one.
Well, all that shines isn't gold, man. Or what's that saying?
All that glitters isn't gold.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. This is Sirach 26. I'm gonna start from 9 and I'll read through verse 12. Right, it says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself with overmuch liberty.
Yeah, so a woman's not meant to have liberty. All these women's live shit, they're not meant to have that because they're not built with wisdom. And this is why, because of their lack of wisdom, this is why, you know, sin was brought into the world, man. You know, and you can't tell a woman that she ain't got no wisdom, man. No, she go buck up, man. You know,
she knows it all.
Yeah, she thinks she's a know-it-all, man. But she don't understand, man, that she's a cause of a lot of evil, man. You know, and they're all dressing themselves up. They're all putting on the eyelashes. They're all putting the eyeliners on and the shadowing and all that kind of shit. Because they want men to lust after them. But through women, many men have lost their wits.
Lost their lives as well.
You know, and this is the cause. If she was shut up now, that temptation it can't be upon man, or it will at least minimize that threat of that happening. Okay, but women don't consider their own actions and how it affects others.
That's right. That's right.
You know, if a modest woman would be able to, you know, act modestly.
Scripture. 1 Timothy 5 and 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion for the adversary to speak reproachfully. So a woman is supposed to guide the house, man. All right, she's meant to have no liberty, guiding the house. She's meant to be under, you know, strict rules and guidance of her man.
Keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, keep her mouth shut.
Well, she's under the liberty of her husband. You know, it's not to say women ain't got no liberties, man. She can't do a damn thing, man. But she has to comply.
Obey you
with the husband, man.
That's the kingdom.
It's what the husband allows you to do. You know?
Like here they go, I've had enough. Then she's at the club 2 hours later. I've had enough of this. She puts on a little mini skirt and she's shaking a little fight, shaking her rotten fires for other men.
Rotten fries.
I watched this movie recently set in the medieval period, right, in one of the ancient kingdoms. But the woman didn't, the man's wife did not leave the house once. She didn't leave it once. They had two wives, they both didn't leave the yard, bro. He said, no liberty, man. Don't give them liberty, bro.
Yeah, brother, in Vlad, I remember one of the elders was mentioning this, Vlad Tepish. He went by a village and there was a geezer, it was obviously a Jake, and there was a geezer with a tatted, like, clothing. And he said, where's your wife? And he said, she's basically doing something else or whatever. He put her to death and got him another woman. And she's meant to take care of his ass, clothe him and that. You know what I'm saying? That's Vlad Tepish, man. He put her to death and got him another lady that will do that for him. You know, your man ain't meant to be walking around all fucked up working, and where are you? I don't know, I can't remember the full thing, but he basically got him another lady, got rid of her. That's why a lot of women are gonna die in these last days, man. A lot of adulterous women, women killing your babies. You know, you're in a relationship with a woman and she's trying to fuck your head up. And you know, a lot of times, if the Lord ain't with you, they can fuck your head up.
I mean, a lot of men are in slavery under their women, like literally. You know, they're low self-esteem, they can't leave the house, they can't function without their woman. Their woman's making all the household decisions. You know, men are in slavery, man, of all nations. Jake,
managing the bank accounts.
Managing the bank account. Oh, baby, can I get a baseball bat? Nah,
you standing in front of him with the camera.
Hey, you know what they say, but you know what they say, happy hot boy.
All that bullshit.
But the scriptures say a woman shall come past a man. You know? Have you got that?
Yeah. Okay. Jeremiah 31:22. How long will that go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth.
New thing.
Not a right thing. It's just something that's new that shouldn't be. It's something out of order. That's why it's new, because everything's supposed to be in order. It couldn't be new if it was. It's something out of order, so it's new. It shouldn't be happening.
a woman shall compass a man.
That's right. That's right.
It's the same thing when was it I've forgotten Barack and what's the woman's name? Huh? Second? Deborah? The prophetess or
I think it's
yeah, Deborah. Yeah. You know, she wasn't meant to be where she was. That was a low point for Israel, man. That's why Barack had to go do the thing, man. You know?
Yep.
A woman is not meant to be above man. It's not, hey, it's just, hey, the Lord. It says in the scripture, man, that you should be under her husband.
Yeah.
No, not to usurp authority over her man, or the man.
I got still a little bit more on it's Sirach 26. Right, so Sirach 26 and 11 says, watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every head she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Hey, if I can say something, well, it says marvel not, man. When you're with a woman, really you should expect her to commit adultery on you. Especially in this generation, in this time that we're living in, man. That's not something that should, break you down to the point where you want to jump over the River Thames, all right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to expect those things, man.
Hey, 3-6 Mafia, they had a song. 3-6 Mafia, they had a song. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
Oh, yeah,
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. They're talking about hoes, mate. The women that are just in this society, because a man loves a woman. You might get with a woman and you like her, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But they're so fucked up in the head. They don't conceive. they don't accept that. Because they got so much liberty. They can do what they want. So you know what, bro? Let them die.
That's it, man.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved, man. It's fucked up. But it's like you in your right mind, you're in the truth. You get with these women, you're like, I like this girl, but she's fucked up in the head, man. She's looking at how she can destroy you, man.
And whose fault is that?
Esau. But she's looking at you like it's a...
Don't save her, she don't want to be saved, man. It's fucking true, man. Even though you like them or whatever, fuck her, man. I mean, that's true, bro.
But she's looking at you like it's a benefit for you to have her.
Right, exactly. And it was the other way around. Woman shall compass the man. Now, obviously, you're going to get fucked up in the spirit. I ain't saying, can't, cool, all right, move out. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be drama. But you know what? The Lord's got your back. He's going to get you another woman. Because, men think that you can't get another woman. Oh, shit, I'm done. I ain't going to get another woman. Or no woman's going to, compare to her. Well, of course she will. She just stepped out on you.
Yeah. Hey, so I said a woman's like a pair of shoes.
That's it.
You put one on, you try it. Oh, man, you got different pairs of shoes.
It's going to get holes in it sooner or later.
Right.
It's going to get worn out at the bottom.
The side's going to leak. You know when the trainers go like that?
Hey, when they're fresh is the honeymoon period, they call it. When they're still fresh, the Air Force, they ain't got the crease on them yet. You've been walking like this, but after a while, them creases gonna come, the colours gonna fade, and the holes gonna arrive.
No, I've got a scripture. You got more?
That's the reality. That's what's going on, man. It's fucked up, bro.
Sirach 25 and 25. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Yeah, you don't let them run around crazy. Remember that old skit with Borat? And he went to a dating agency. Remember the old Ali G, the old one, when he did Borat, fuck the movie, but when he did the clips, he went to a dating agency, American dating agency, and it was a nice American lady, white lady, and he's talked to her and he goes, I want a woman that's good with plow, he said. He's a joker, but he said, I want a woman that's good with a plow. And she goes, honey, we don't do that here in America. She said to him, and he goes, if she cheats, I crush her, he said, basically. And the lady said, no, honey, no, we don't do that here in America. But that's reality. If a woman cheats, you're supposed to crush her. Right. She's not allowed to have sex other men and come back to you like it's all good. Right. You're meant to, but that's this world. Right. That's this world. But you know what, in this world, guess what? You might have to deal with that, man, and get back. You might have to get back with the broad, man. You know it's not. You know what I'm saying, man? It's fucked up, bro. It's all backward.
There's no law in this country for adultery.
There's no law.
It just happens.
It just happens.
And you go to the court, she still gets half the money.
Oh yeah, no. Sorry. A guy I work with, that happened to him. That actually happened. She stepped out on him and took 100K of his money. She's the one who fucked out on him and took his money.
God, bro, and you know what? God knows how crazy the laws are in America, man. No, brother was Ramar was telling me basically you can get with a woman, it's like you're married to her. Just you're not even married, but it's like you're married. So if anything happens, she can get things off you, your apartment.
Yeah. If you're in a relationship for a certain amount of years, I don't know the exact.
Yeah, it's living as a couple. That's what to say.
Yeah.
Civil function.
So when that Borat, he said, if she cheat, I crush her, he said. And the American lady said, no, honey, we don't do that here in America. This is America, she said to him. Yeah, meaning you fuck men over there. That's what you do.